Hi Aries! Welcome to Sophquest Synergy. To any subscribers, welcome back, and to anybody new, welcome in. I am very excited to talk to you about the astro weather right now because, of course, I'm sure you've probably been looking up some astrology. You have probably already watched some things on this full moon eclipse in Cancer. It is an emotional one, but it is also bringing in so much earth energy with so many planets in Capricorn. Uranus is moving forward, all the planets moving forward now, changing things on the planet now, changing it up. Probably with a lot of surprises in store. So yeah, buckle up, baby. But it is also a time, a full moon is a culmination. It's a time where we let go of things that we need to because we're starting fresh, right? So in Capricorn, we're letting go of things in our real lives. We're letting go of things in our real lives. So what that means is like, in your daily life, at work, in your home, you could be moving, you could be changing jobs, you could be ending relationships, you could be ending ways of having relationship, new dynamics coming about, and making these changes consciously and then putting them into action, because with all this Capricornian energy, we manifest it. We make it happen, right? So, all right, I'm going to do a reading for you today, and I'll talk about the astrology as we go along. Today, I am going to be using this incredible spacey deck because it's the time to look up right now. To look up in the heavens, look at the stars, look at the constellations, and pay attention to what's going on, because 2020 is going to be a very big year. So I am using the Quantum Tarot. Let me see if I actually have the box here somewhere, because I have a chair with a ton of boxes. Quantum Tarot, yes, by Stopforth and Chris Butler. I'm sorry, one moment. I'm getting the box for you on my chair here, because I do like to show you the boxes, so that way if you guys go into any of the stores or look them up online, you know what you're looking for. Quantum Tarot version 2.0 by Stopforth and Chris Butler. I love them. They are very spacey. I'm an air sign. I dig that big time. Then we are going to be using, as our oracle cards, we are going to be using the Cosmic Reading cards by Nari, Anastarsia. The box looks just like this. And I'm going to read from the book these messages because I think they're probably really important. And then I will probably also follow it up with the Surrender cards, the Power of Surrender cards. This is by Judith Orloff, MD, New York Times bestselling author of The Power of Surrender. These are incredibly useful and helpful. And right now with a full moon, we let go of things, don't we? We do. It's time to let go of things. So surrender cards would be really good as well. First thing I'm going to do for you, Aries, is I'm going to go ahead and pull you some Cosmic Reading cards. I'm going to choose 3. And we're going to go forward from there, and I'm going to lay out your spread. I'm going to do what I always do, which is the Tree of Life spread, although I can't say always, because last month I actually did something different for the 12-12 window. That was very important, and I did a 12-card spread, so that was different last month. But for the year, this year, you are going to get the tried and true Tree of Life spread from me. And there's your first, let's put that there, Limitless. I will show you the cards as we go along. Limitless. Nice. Card number 20. Okay, Aries, let's see. We have Strength, card number 30. Limitless Strength. If you haven't been feeling well, I think that you hopefully will be getting to feeling better, more energetic, I think. And that makes sense with so much of an earthy year, with the expansion of Jupiter's influence, right now. It's just massive. So things that are physical are going to be given luck and expansion. So that makes sense, really, because it's our physical body is very physical, right? And then we have compassion, strength and compassion. Isn't that interesting? Makes me think of the strength card, where the girl is holding back the lion. The strength card is about whether you use your strength or your compassion. So this is limitless. So you know what? You're going to be able to find the strength that you need in January. It's going to be a time where you actually might be tested in some ways to exhibit compassion instead of so much of your own boldness, by putting yourself in the other person's shoes for the benefit of deep understanding between the two of you. I think this has to do with relationship dynamics. Okay, let's lay your tree of life and go from there. How are you, Aries? How you doing? So, it's a brand new year, 2020, the year of vision. I saw Oprah Winfrey on tour. Loved it. She was awesome, amazing. I got to listen to a testimony by Lady Gaga about her vulnerable truth, her raw truth, about some things that she's had to endure, and her strength, her ability to move forward in life and be bold and brave. And it was just so heartwarming and inspiring, truly. If you get to see Oprah on the tour anywhere this year, I highly recommend it. Alrighty, I think that's enough shuffling. We've got your first card out. It is the Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race. So you're going to be using your strength. You're going to be working hard, and you're going to be holding yourself back from burning yourself out so much. I think you're going to be learning a lot more about how to manage your energy, because you're the kind of person who has bursts of energy, right? You're good for projects, a burst of energy, and then your energy burns out, peters out, right? Like a fire goes out. Okay, let me just cut the rest of the deck and read for you. I always ask that these readings are based only in truth, love, and light, that we are surrounded in a protective bubble of love, and that you receive the message that you need to hear, whether it's in one sentence or the whole entire message. I hope and pray that the message today blesses your life and helps you in some way to examine. Just like Socrates said, right? So again, when you get any kind of reading, it should be that. It should hopefully help you to examine what's going on in your life. How do I really think about this? How do I feel about it? What am I doing? Just taking a look at it. I don't know why I continued shuffling. I don't know why I did that. Obviously I was meant to. Okay. Cutting again and laying out the rest of your spread. All right, Aries. So you have the Knight of Pentacles. That's what you're going to be working on all month. Through moving forward in the way that you speak, you're going to be stop-start a little bit. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Hanged Man. We have the Knight of Pentacles, nice. And we have the Ace of Swords. We have the Page of Pentacles. Got some pentacles here going on. I think money's going to be looking pretty strong for you here this month in January. I think you're going to be burning and earning. Burning and earning. Six of Pentacles. The Two of Wands. Nice. The Two of Pentacles. I can't believe all these pentacles, but of course I can. Everything's in Capricorn. And the Page of Cups. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay. All right. And then an underlier for you. The underlying energy of everything right now. Unbelievable. The Strength card. Let's start with that. So there's an underlying energy that's happening right now in your month. It even came out in your oracles, and it's a Strength card. It's holding yourself back through self-control, but stepping up when you need to be brave. Look at that. Beautiful tiger. It's not a lion in this card. This is the cosmic reading cards, your oracles. But look at that beautiful Strength card. Limitless strength and compassion. Okay. The part of you that is civil and the part of you, your inner animal, are going to have moments this month where it's like, which one's going to take over? But you will have the limitless strength and wisdom to know which one to use. Is this a time where I have to be bold and brave and go to my boss and ask for a raise? Or is this a time where I hold myself back, I have compassion for another, and I defer? That's going to be a question you're going to ask yourself a lot this month. Okay, so karmic lesson of the month. So this is the lesson that you're working in right now internally, your soul path lesson. And that is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. This is really about taking it a day at a time, a step at a time, one foot in front of the other, showing up. Showing up. I don't know why I'm seeing that in front of my face, those words. Showing up for yourself. Because underlying everything is this Strength card. This is you holding yourself, your animals, instincts, keeping it under control, right? It's self-control. And this infinity on top of your head says you could do this. You have limitless strength. We just don't always feel that way, do we? So let's move forward. The issue that's going to come up, okay, so we know taking it a day at a time, you're doing it with strength. Sometimes you're going to be bold. Sometimes you're going to step back and defer because you're really working with your inner strength, right? Your inner king of the jungle kind of thing. Okay, now the issue that's going to come up this month is the Knight of Swords. Being that you're learning day at a time, slow and steady wins the race, this is when you're not going to want to do that. This is when you're going to want to run faster, go harder, speak out more, be more assertive, and say what you want to say. That's the issue. There are things you're going to want to say. This is falling right under the compassion card. It's asking you to be compassionate in whatever you say. Hold yourself back in case there are moments of any temper that come up. With the Strength card, we can lose our temper. We have to enact the self-control issue of the Strength card, right? Okay, how does it play out? That's the issue of the month. The form the issue takes, the way it plays out, is the Hanged Man. Look at you being wise. Taking a breather. Letting yourself hang upside down for a minute. If you were to stand on your head against the wall and look at your room upside down, wouldn't it look completely different if your ceiling was your floor and your floor was your ceiling? And sometime this month, maybe multiple times this month, this is kind of how you're going to have to look at life. You're going to have to see it from someone else's perspective and try to have compassion for someone else. So you're going to want to talk. You're going to want to assert yourself with the Knight of Swords. He's a fast thinker, a fast speaker, fast talker, goes forward. He's a go-getter, right? But sometimes you're going to pull back the reins and play it out this way. Holding yourself back, standing on your head for a second, looking at it from a different perspective, a different point of view. So I think this is about working through a little bit of a relationship. This could entail someone that you're dealing with at work, because there's so many pentacles on this table right now. I really am seeing that this could really involve, you know, your career and or your job and your boss or your, you know, people that you work with and the dynamics that you have with the people, you know, that you work with. Because I'm sorry, I have a hair that's driving me crazy. They're just pentacles, pentacles, pentacles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pentacle cards. Okay. Now, what's helping you out this month, all month, 9 of Pentacles. Wow. You are earning or building a business. You are feeling independent and in control of your day-to-day life. I see that you have some real you have confidence right now. You have some strong confidence, and you're seeing the possibilities. You're seeing that you can earn and earn and earn, but not just earn in your job. Learn. This Knight of Swords is seeking some wisdom, learning. You're trying to learn and earn money. You're learning and earning. Showing up every day. Knight of Pentacles. Keeping self-control over your assertiveness, over your speech. But you are in a position right now and in the energy where there is limitless potential. Look at that. Limitless. And I see you having ideas with the Knight of Swords. You're going to want to bring ideas forward. You'll know when to assert yourself and when to hold your tongue. The challenge is that Ace of Swords. Okay, so what's working for you, the help you're going to receive all month is the 9 of Pentacles, right? All these pentacles. So you're feeling independent, self-assured, you're making money, you're doing well. The challenge is the Ace of Swords. What do you need to say? What new idea, what brand new aha idea are you wanting to bring forward? If this is not about a work issue, then this might be about your household finances. Could be household finances. So the challenge is to speak up about it and say, let's do this a different way. The Ace of Swords is always about doing it a different way. A different way. It's a new way of thinking, because the 10 of Swords has already happened. It didn't work well, or that particular period of time is done with, and this is the new beginnings. So it's a new idea. It's an aha. Let's try it differently. Let's try to do it differently. So maybe you're creating a new budget. That's very, very possible. Best course of action right now is the Page of Pentacles, talking about it. Learning, sitting down with your budget. You know, this is a new way of looking at your money. Now, if it isn't about money at work or at home, if it's not about your career or your budget at home, then we can be looking at your health, your actual physical body. And you're feeling good, I think, and you're feeling strong. So it's saying this year might be a really good year for you to implement some type of new regimen. You could really have that on your mind. And it looks great. You're in your feelings sector. You have the 6 of Pentacles. So you're feeling really generous. You have a spirit of generosity about you right now. You also could be the recipient of a generous person who's wanting to give to you. So it may not be in perfect balance sometimes in relationships, or in the way that we do things, who does what chores, who pays what bills, all that kind of balancing it all out. It's not always 50-50. Sometimes it's 60-40, 70-30. Doesn't matter as long as we get to the 100%, right? So, but you are feeling generous, and I think people are feeling generous towards you. I think you're feeling grateful. With this 9 of Pentacles above it, I think you're feeling really grateful and motivated. You're motivated. All right, so how are you thinking? I think that maybe you're thinking about this new road. The road less traveled. This comes right under this brand new idea that you have been pondering and thinking about. Looking at the world upside down just for a minute, maybe taking, in other words, that could represent someone else's point of view. Wanting to have a conversation about it. And saying, we're standing between these two rods, these two wands. Basically the two of fire. It's the element of fire. Which is really about two wills. My will, your will. Which way are we going to go? But it's also a doorway. Once you choose the road, that road looks great. It looks really good. You're looking at your world, and you're saying, hey, do we want to take this new road? Do we want to move? Do we want to get a different apartment, a home, a new job, or a new position at the job? You're looking at your options. You're having this new idea, this aha moment about moving yourself forward. Best course of action, the Page of Pentacles, is take a course, learn something new, or have a conversation about this new potential. You really know that right now you're doing okay. You're struggling. Sometimes you're on your head about things, paying bills. You're busy. All these pentacles, that's a busy life. And you're, Aries, this is not your energy, right? It isn't. It's hard for you to be pedantic, to do things slow and steady, and to do the same thing every single day. That's not your energy. So it's a lot of responsibility on your plate right now, and I think that, again, it's making you think, how am I going to do this? You're trying to come up with some kind of new innovative idea about how to make this choice. You have 2 twos here, so I think there is a relationship involved, whether it be at work or at home. I don't think we're looking at a love life issue at all right now, because I'm not really seeing any cups. You do have a cup, and we'll get to that. What you need to know about yourself, okay, about doing this work, showing up every day, showing up for yourself, and taking your ideas forward, and walking through your choices and saying, I have an idea. You could be taking a proposal to someone, a boss, and saying, I think I would like to apply for this position, or a new job altogether, or negotiating with someone about something. What you need to know about yourself is the Page of Cups. You have a real blessed opportunity here. And you're going to get a really nice message. Maybe an offer to, some companies offer to pay your tuition to go to school, so that you can learn something at the job in order, to raise your position. That could be happening with the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles. I see money looking good for you from here on out. Right now, you're having to work really hard for it, but you've shown yourself to be responsible and bold and impressive, I think. I think people are being impressed with you. They know this about you, that you can be strong and brave and self-assured and have really good ideas, but they need to maybe see this about you, that you can do this, that you can see things from different people's perspectives. So say, for instance, your employer is considering you for a new position, and it's a managerial position. They're asking themselves, but could he manage others? Could she manage others? She's good at what she does, but can she see things through other people's eyes and talk to them in their language so that, so that you could maybe train them, something like that. I see a business opportunity here, a job opportunity, a promotion, an offer of schooling perhaps, or if this is home life, I see that you are going to be creating a budget in January or talking about finances in January to take you out through 2020, and you're going to put it into action. You are absolutely going to put it into action, because what's helping you out right now is the Nine of Pentacles, and you are doing really well. You have found your stride. You found your stride with this Knight of Swords. You found your stride. And you're learning how to work well with others. If this is at home, you're really learning how to balance responsibilities with your partner, and they love you, so you're good. You might have to talk about money, which may not be your favorite subject to talk about, or have to create a budget, but I think it's going to go really well. So Aries, I think that's just beautiful for you. I think that's a great reading. Now, because a lot of pentacles here is what I'm seeing. All right. I read what I see. Now, let's get a Power of Surrender card for you. Just as, with this eclipse in Cancer, this is an emotional baggage eclipse. We're letting go of emotional baggage. We really are. And what doesn't serve our highest purpose, what brings us down instead of lifts us up. Okay, that is what we are trying to cleanse and clear, because because we're trying to move forward and progress in our lives, right? So, and heal and deal. Okay, let's see what we have. Power of Surrender cards for you, Aries. Aries. Let's see what wants to come up for you. There it is. Surrender to joy, Aries. Look at that. You see, okay, part of this compassion is compassion for yourself as well. Because if you can feel happy and joyous and grateful, just because, it looks like you have a good job or you're getting a good job, or a great, you got accepted to college or something and you're going to be doing well. Or if you're a stay-at-home mom and this is about you starting an exercise program and running a marathon, if it's about your inner physical resources, your body, and not about your finances, you're going to succeed. And you're going to do it because you have established discipline and self-control. And that is also something to be grateful for. It might sound like boring, but it isn't, is it? When you've got it together, that's when you can really look up and go, yeah, I'm not stressed. Things are going well. So, zippity doo dah. I like that song on the radio. I think I'll sing. Right? And then your energy kind of like just radiates out to other people. And that allows for a beautiful synergy with the people in your life. It allows for you to have compassion for others and them you, because you're open and you're sharing and caring and loving and lovable. This card says, a key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling during both the hard and easy times. The hard and the easy times. The hard and the easy times, both. Right? You have limitless strength. A key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling during both the hard and easy times. Keep surrendering to more joy. Look for it. Look for it. It's limitless. If you look for it, even in the most mundane, day-to-day, 8-to-5 job, there's always something that you can enjoy if you think that way. If you keep your eyes and your mind open to those things you want to write in your gratitude journal at the end of the night. If you actually do that practice and you write 3 things that you're grateful for every night, you start looking for those things throughout the day. You focus on the positive. That's the mind switch. And it helps you find joy. So there you go. Happy New Year, Aries. I really wish you a happy January. And, during this eclipse season, right now, you're going to feel a lot. You really are. I would look it up, this full moon eclipse in Cancer. Cancer is your fourth house, which is about your home and your mama. And deep stuff. Really deep stuff. Let go of fear. Let go of old wounds. And try to really look for the joy. All right? So I wish you kindness, reverence, and gratitude, and the happiest new year. Thanks. Talk to you later. Thank you so much.